Okay, I guess I'll try to cut that first part out. I don't know why my mic wasn't working. Damn, dude, it feels so weird recording. I'm not recording in the closet today. I am recording out here, and I'm also using a new mic for this mini episode. Um, I don't know. I guess I'll listen to this later and compare to the regular mic, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with this one because the headset dying, dude. I swear to God, they're plotting on me. CIA, NSA, whatever it is, they're plotting on me. They don't want me to talk to you guys about citrus fruits. All right, that's why they keep making my headset die. But this one's like a plug-in, so it can't die, or it's not even dying. It's just disconnected, which is how I know. That's how I know it's the CIA doing it to me, dude. Or Russia. Russia doesn't want me to tell you guys about citrus fruits. All right, which, oh my God, perfect transition into today's episode, which is citrus fruits. Um, yeah, like I said, the mini episodes are mostly about me rambling and stuff, getting better at rambling. Um, but oh, I'm gonna have to sneeze. God damn, dude. First sneeze of the podcast. I'd say I perfectly executed that mic mute and perfectly unexecuted it. You know what I mean? But yeah, things I've got to ramble about. I don't know. Driving sucks. South Dakota fucking also sucks. So does North Dakota. Look, not the people, obviously, but the landscape, dude. Why did anyone fight over that? Like, the Dakota Wars were like some of the biggest wars between like the Americans and the tribal groups. And it was all for that? Really? Like, I don't know. I didn't notice it before. Maybe it's because it wasn't cold. You know, when it's warm, you're just feeling better about everything in general. So, like, even the landscape looks prettier. But, like, dude, driving through South and North Dakota, it's crazy. You leave Iowa, the speed limit goes up to 80, by the way. So you gotta go 90. And everything is just flat and gray. Actually, it wasn't gray. It got gray eventually. It got even worse than gray. It got a color that I don't know if it's been described yet. I think if you see the color that I saw for, I mean, as long as I saw it, maybe like if I was in that, if I saw that color for 10 minutes more while I was driving, I think you kill yourself. I think that's why no one's described this color yet. It's just indescribably like bland and depressing. But yeah, that's fucking North and South Dakota for you. I don't know what I expected. This goddamn mic. Maybe that is that better? Alright. No one is really listening to this. And anyone who is clearly does not care about like the quality of the podcast. But yeah. I don't I might listen to this a little bit and compare to the other mic and the other recording setup. I'm definitely gonna keep recording in the closet. I just feels right, you know what I mean? Feels like I'm getting it out the mud. Right now I feel like I'm on like a call or something. But in the closet, dude, I feel like I'm fucking like Kendrick or something, you know what I mean? I'm the Kendrick Lamar of podcast. Um no, actually. I'm definitely the I don't know who I would be. Eminem, Larry Bird, one of those types of guys, but it doesn't really matter who I am at podcasting because I don't know. It's just pretty insignificant in the grand scheme of things, even in my life. I was thinking about it. This is like an hour, like 3 hours a week, which honestly, that is the most I work on on anything. School, the pod. Oh my God, dude! I swear, I'm gonna get the recording right one day, and all the audio is gonna be stable. I do stabilize the audio anyway, but or I tell it to. I don't know if it does because I don't listen, but I tell it to stabilize the audio. So I'm hoping it does, and I'm hoping like you're not constantly having to turn everything up and down because that is fucking annoying, dude. It's like when I was driving yesterday, I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to Creepcast, dude. Wendigoon and Meat Canyon. I was listening to them tell me about, I don't know, some creepy Reddit story, dude. And The GPS lady is so much louder than those two. I swear to God, this bitch was trying to make me crash. I'm just driving, listening to these two, I don't know, talk about like mutant raccoons or whatever, and then this bitch turn left on North Dakota, and dude, I swear, I almost crashed because this bitch came out of nowhere screaming at me. That's honestly, that's like life for most 40-year-old men in America. You know what I mean? You're just cruising along, droning through your day, whatever. I mean, it's not great, it's not horrible, and then you get home and just out of nowhere, dude. And I don't know, I got that on my mind because at the Renaissance, I went to the Renaissance Festival in Kansas City, and like I did spurg on my sister a little bit because she was being a bitch, or acting like. And I don't know, people get mad when you say that. I don't say that because she was. I'll say that about men more than I'll say it about women. God damn it, dude. No, it's starting at the Fox News again. She was acting like a bitch. I feel like that's for, or I don't know. She was being bitchy. There we go. And also, there was this guy who, his wife was just, he was getting longhoused. If you guys know what that means, dude. His wife was bitching him. And this poor fucking, clearly retarded guy, clearly fucking just something. There was something up with this dude. This Nimrod was just taking the abuse from his wife and like trying to smile through it. And I was like, God damn, dude. I, that's that type of shit that makes you want to be gay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get fucked in the butt, but I might have to take it in order to avoid that. I'd rather get my ass beat than have to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. Not my sister. She was fine. It was just hot and we were all bitchy. You know what I mean? That's just the nature. You guys don't understand because you've never been to the Renaissance Fair before. That shit ain't easy. All right. You're waiting in line, waiting for a 400-pound Filipino woman to give you a turkey leg. It's not fun. It's only for the brave of heart, dude. And also, I have a complaint to make about the Renaissance Festival. I swear to God, when I was a kid, every chick at the Renaissance Festival was wearing those fucking them shirts that push your titties up, dude. You know what I mean? Like I guess like a corset or whatever it's called, dude. And it pushes their titties up, and their titties would just, dude. No one does that anymore. I swear to God. Or maybe I'm just not noticing it. Maybe I'm more of an ass guy now, so I'm staring at a lot of ass. But the titties are gone from the Renaissance Fair, dude. And I don't know who it is to blame for this. But I want to, whoever it is, I'll take it up with them because that is no bueno. That's not good. And also the amount of like people, like furries and shit. Nah, we don't play that. Bring the titties back to the Renaissance Festival. I want to see a 300-pound woman with just the biggest, flattest tits you've ever seen, dude. Just two shelves. That's what I want to see when I'm at the Renaissance Festival. I don't want to see some kid who fucking, I don't know, who hates his dad and a wolf head walking around, alright? I want to see big, literally fat titties. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Not some kid who fucking lost all his friends during the pandemic and had to find something else to do. You know what I mean? Not that I want titties. There was a fair amount of titties though, but not as many as I'd like. Yeah, dude. I'm trying not to go Fox News on them. You know what I mean? Or any kind of news, really. Because it's all equally retarded. The people who do those shows, like those news shows, every time I've seen it, it's like, I don't know how people watch it. Like, these people are visibly, like, not intelligent people. And they're just repeating lines said by someone else. They're like, they have a look to them. That's the only way in which they're special. They're not like smart. They don't understand politics more than anyone else does. No one does, by the way. Anyone that comes up to you and tries to tell you what time it is when it comes to politics or like shit like that, dumbest person you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? Like tell you like what the United States military. I talked about this on the last one, I think, on the Gallic Wars episode about people that are like Israel and Palestine and they don't have their life together. It's like, come on, man. You don't know what's going on as much as I don't know what's going on. God damn it, dude. Fox News, here it is again. No, that's definitely not Fox Newsy, because Fox Newsy is definitely like refuse to admit they're wrong. They're the Trump channel. If there's anything I know about Trump, it's that that motherfucker refuses to admit he's done anything wrong. And he's good at it too. He doesn't just say, no, that's not wrong. He fucking draws it out for you, explains it to you. I feel like that's why Harris can't beat him, dude. Because I feel like such a big part of like the lib thing is like not admitting that you're wrong, but like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not as lib just to be like, no, I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong, and here's why. You know what I mean? Obviously, I can't do it as well as Trump. That's why Trump's Trump, and I'm recording a podcast about citrus fruits. Which, by the way, I'm gonna have to start that because I do not have a lot of time. I got class in how long? 30 minutes? I got a little bit of time, but I don't want to be late to the class because I was recording a podcast. That is, I mean, that's just like that type of shit that if your parents found out, like, I would not blame them if they disowned me. If I was late to class because I was recording a podcast, my fucking Fox News Light podcast, Light Lite. I hope this is decent. I swear to God, if this mic isn't good, I'm gonna be or not good, just like intelligible. That's all I really need right now. If I'm being, I really don't even need to post these, but because I'm not that good at just talking on my own yet. You know what I mean? I want to get to like if I could ever reach like half of Tim Dillon's level. Obviously, I'll never reach it because that guy's a fucking genius, and I'm talking about fruits and I'm talking about titties at the Renaissance Festival. But you know what I mean? Just want to get decent at rambling, and that's also like a skill for life. Like if you can bullshit and just talk, like that's like the ultimate life skill. You know what I mean? Just be confident about what you're saying, even if it's retarded. Because that's, I feel like that's a thing I'll always do on this podcast. Like I'll try to make a comparison or say something about something, like what I said about the furries. I could have made just like something up completely. I'm just not confident enough to do it. You know what I mean? God, that was so bad. I'm just saying, you can say whatever you want as long as you say it confidently. And people will listen to you and respect you. That's what I want. I want respect. No, dude. No, I don't give a shit. I should go full Julius Caesar manlet. I should go full fucking like Andrew Tate manlet shit. I need respect. I need everybody to respect me. No, I don't really. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't respect me? I don't really care. You don't matter to me. I don't know. Whenever people are like stressed about that shit, like, oh, I need respect or I need people to like me. It's like, dude, you need like 10 people to like you. That's it. If you have like 10 people that like you, your life's gonna be fine. That's really all you need. Like your family and then like a few friends. Everyone else, everyone else outside of your close friends and family, if they don't like you, it's like whatever. No one, not everyone's gonna like you. God, I'm so good at giving advice. Dude, I can't believe I'm 20 and I already have life figured out. No, I, dude, I swear. Just realizing how retarded what I said is. Yeah, guys, I'm 28, you know what I mean? And like, I'm just not, I'm just different from all the other 20-year-olds. I have my life perfectly figured out. No. All right. Fuck, dude. Um, God, I kind of want to keep rambling, but I don't have enough time. And also, that's yeah. These I don't want these episodes to be more than like 40 minutes long. Honestly, the regular episodes are too long, and I got to try to figure that out. I feel like 45 minutes is perfect length for the regular episode. Maybe longer. I don't know. Not enough people are listening to this for me to have like a sample size of like longer or shorter. Pause. All right. So we're going to talk about citrus fruits. Um, citrus fruits, native to Southeast Asia, the islands around it, northern Australia, and Oceania. I think that's how you say it. I feel like people say that a lot, or I see it a lot, and I'm just like, Oceania. I feel like that's a meandering word. You know what I mean? Oceania. It's we're doing too much here, guys. We got to figure out something else. And it's like all those syllables, or not syllables. Dude, I'm so retarded. Yeah, you guys should take life advice from me. vowels. That's the word I was looking for. Like all those vowels and like the change in syllables, I guess, but just not a great word in my opinion. If you guys can't tell, I'm really rushing this one, and I don't know why. It's like if I'm 5 minutes late to that class, I've missed two of those classes. Granted, two of those have been in like the last like week or two, but that's just because one of them I just slept through it because I had a calculus test, and it's like I'm not gonna like force myself to wake up and be tired all day just so I can go to anthropology when I have a calculus test later. You know what I mean? I was like, I need to be nice and well rested so that I can get a C on a calculus test. No, hopefully I got a B. I think I got like a B, maybe low A. That would be nice, but it's probably not what happened. Um, anyway, back to citrus fruits, guys. I know you guys are really interested in those, but the citrus fruits moved from Asia to the Mideast along, I think it's called the Spice Road. I don't really remember. I don't want to look at the Wikipedia or look at my notes too much. You know what I mean? I want to be able to remember more things because it doesn't seem that hard, but just like writing down 5 pages of notes is like my hand is cramping after like the first, not even after the first like half page, my hand is destroyed. It's like I'm shaking it out every 2 seconds. But yeah, I think it's called the Spice Road or something like that. And it was a long ass time ago. I'm probably thinking like BC times. You know what I mean? So a while ago, and then it moved from Europe to the Americas. Um, so yeah, I got to America through Europe, like most things here did. And then I was like, Africa, dude. What about Africa? No one ever talks about Africa. You know what I mean? Or like with these things. So I don't know. Maybe they don't have citrus fruits in Africa. I feel like if anywhere has citrus fruits, though, it's probably Africa. You know what I mean? Because it's not the whole continent's like pretty warm. It's like if South America didn't have like bananas or some shit. It's like I'm pretty sure they got citrus in Africa, but I did just barely skim over the article, so maybe it says an article. Wikipedia page, dude. Every For the most part with this research, I'm just doing Wikipedia pages. Every once in a while, I'll go to like a real website or like watch a documentary, but it's mostly Wikipedia. You know what I mean? Like 80 tabs of Wikipedia, especially with like the Rhodesian Bush War and like the Gallic Wars. Both of the war episodes, I was hitting the Wikipedia pages a lot. You know what I mean? Trying to figure that shit out. Um, the domestication, domestication. Yeah, I just had a stroke reading that word. Domestication involved a lot of hybridization. So most of like the shit you're eating is like hybrids of different species or fruits. Different species or breeds is what I meant to say. Maybe I am having a stroke. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like lemons. Lemons are like a cross between like an orange and a citron, I think it's called. And apparently citrus fruits are like super easy to breed together. You know, I don't know. Something about them. Don't fucking ask me. I barely skimmed the Wikipedia page. They evolved around 11.6 to 5.3 million years ago, somewhere in Central Asia, due to like a change in climate. Now that's one of those things you read and you're like, did they? You know what I mean? Like, how do you know? I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm definitely not saying I'm right, but there's no way you know that. You know what I mean? Maybe they do. Maybe I'm just too retarded to get a firm grasp on it. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard to just, I don't know, for me to say that as like 100% fact. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to be like, yep, and that's exactly how it happened. Which is probably not great if you're a scientist. I feel like that's 90% of I feel like that's 90% of life. Just to be able to believe something and never question it. You know what I mean? That's like bad for your sanity to question shit too much. That's how you end up with this shit, dude. This this fucked up modern world we live in, where people question things too much. No, that is kind of a fact, though, dude. If everyone just like went through life and accepted everything at face value, things might be a lot shittier for everyone, but I don't know. You just wouldn't have to worry about anything if you just accepted everything you see. That's kind of what I'm on right now, dude. I'm on that medieval peasant type shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yep, whatever. Whoever's saying whatever the most confidently, they're right. And there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? That is the best way to, especially now with like, maybe it's just because I'm at like a liberal arts school, but with shit being all like political and stuff, it's best just to be like, yep, you're right, dude. How'd you figure that shit out? Good. Oh, you're 20 and you know what's going on with the world perfectly. You know everything, dude. Good on you. How'd you figure that one out? You know what I mean? That's just how you gotta live life. How did I get from citrus to that? Okay, dude. The next line of notes just says everything is a berry, which is true, dude. Bananas are berries. Pineapples are berries. I'm gonna look this one up right now. I swear to God, if apples are berries, I'm gonna be pissed, dude. We've ruled out apples, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries. What the fuck, dude? Blackberries and raspberries aren't fruit. What the fuck is it? I thought a berry was a type of fruit. Dude, I'm just confused as shit. No, an apple is a palm. Pome? Palm. Something like that, dude. Grapes are a berry. Yeah, and all citrus are berries too, which is why I wrote that down. Oh, peaches aren't berries though. That's nice. I don't know why I said that. Why is everything a berry though? It's like when you find out that like cucumbers are fruits because they have seeds in them or whatever. It's just it just pisses me off because I thought a berry was like a really specific thing. You know what I mean? Berries don't grow on trees, dude. They grow on bushes, and these fuckers are they're getting in my head, making me think oranges are berries, dude. That's propaganda. All right, you listen to me. Oranges are oranges. Same with lemons, limes, all that shit. They're not berries. These fuckers are lying to me, I swear to God. Berries don't grow on trees. Okay? Berries grow on bushes or like low to the ground. I'm refusing to say it. You know what? Everything isn't a berry. I take that back. That was a lie by me. Fuck this bullshit, dude. I'm not buying into the berry propaganda. Barry? Is there a politician named Barry? I mean Barry Obama. Can we talk about Obama? No. That was a very not even a joke really. I was just I don't know. I was leaning into the Fox News a little bit. The Fox News aspect of this podcast that no one listens to. Which I mean I guess is a good thing. Cause dude, if people listen like for my school and shit, listen to this, I swear to God, if you go to my school and you probably know what it is, if you're from my school and you're listening to this, stop, dude. Please. I cannot have anyone at my maybe I'm wrong, maybe they won't spurg and freak out, but I feel like a decent amount of people will. You know what I mean? It's like over what, dude? Over jokes. You know what I mean? Like I don't want anyone to take me seriously. When I think or anything I'm saying on here seriously. Except for this right now, alright? You better take this seriously. You better take what I'm saying about oranges seriously. But yeah, it's jokes, guys. It's all jokes all the time. Even the Fox News shit, dude, it's all a joke. If I say something and I agree with you, it's not a joke. But if I disagree with you, it is a joke. Alright? How about that? Does that sound good? So take whatever offends you and understand that it's a joke. And if it doesn't, I'm serious. That's a good compromise, you know what I mean? Just be delusional. That is the best way to go through life. I mean, look, I have a podcast, so there's no one more delusional than me. I'm not too delusional about it, just slightly. You know what I mean? Um, God, that was kind of depressing. Just me talking about how delusional I am. You gotta be, you have to be partly. You know what I mean? Or else you'll have no hope. Because truthfully, if you look at it just purely rationally and logically, there's no hope out there. All right? You gotta be just a little bit delusional. You gotta just, you know what I mean? Just gotta have faith about some things. But anyway, um, so citrus get their unique flavor from flavonoids and lemanoids, which I mean, I gotta thank the scientist that came up with that for just because that's so simple and easy. Like everything else in science is like the most complicated, convoluted bullshit ever. Like the longest, most unnecessarily long words are just like they don't make sense. Like eccentric and acentric. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. And then we have flavonoids and laminoids, which I mean, whoever invented that one, thank you. I mean, because it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a lemon flavor and flavor, which is kind of retarded now that I'm saying it. But most people are retarded, so I feel like that's like a good thing coming from these guys. But yeah, modern production of these fruits includes a lot of grafting. So, and I'm gonna try to explain this one because that's like part of this whole experiment or like the mini-sodes. But so, um, grafting, they'll take like a fruit that's like not as hardy or like is susceptible to like some disease or like cold weather or some shit, and they like cut off part of the branch, but they leave like the wood, and it's like fresh wood exposed, and then they attach it to another tree, and they like put like some hormone on there or something, and then it attaches to this other tree that's more hardy or whatever, and then it's like this fruit that's less hardy, and they'll grow it on that tree, if that makes sense. Or they'll take like a stem from a tree that like really can't produce fruit yet, and they'll attach it to a tree that can, like a small tree to a big tree, so that the stem can grow quicker and produce more fruit. We'll do shit like that. And I guess like all these things for the most part are pretty closely related. So they're able to do it. I feel like you can do that with like I've seen videos on TikTok of people doing that with all sorts of shit. Which I mean, these are videos made by Chinese people, so they probably don't give a shit if the plant dies. And they're just doing it for fun, but the Chinese are always having fun like that. You know what I mean? Always trying not some crazy shit. Eating bats, dude. There's no reason to eat bats besides it's fun. Like shark fin soup. I'm gonna talk about the Chinese here for a minute, dude. I'm gonna give the Jews a break on this episode. Talk about the Chinese, but um, yeah, like bat or like shark fin soup. That's it. Tastes like shit apparently, but it's just so much fun, and the Chinese know that, and they're willing to make sharks go extinct for it. That's honestly why. Okay, shout out the Chinese. Like that's a great thing. Just completely disregard like sharks as not even as a species, as like a family or whatever they are. Just because you kind of want to have fun when you eat the fins. That's why China rules, dude. China's always having fun with that shit. All their cities are like just the most outrageous thing you've ever seen. I didn't realize how fun the Chinese were until just now, dude. Shout out China, dude. My social credit score went up. If those fuckers end up taking over, I'm gonna be good, dude. I'm gonna be their dancing white monkey. I swear to God, I'll do it. All right. Fuck. I don't have much time left, guys. All right. I'm gonna tell you about orangeries, which are like these big, like greenhouses type things that are like specifically dedicated to growing oranges and other type of citrus. You know what I mean? And they started popping up around the Renaissance. And honestly, dude, they're pretty. It's basically just like a sunroom or a greenhouse, if you know what that is. But it's like connected to the house. It's like a status symbol. You know what I mean? It's like I have enough money to just have a house where I grow oranges, which is honestly pretty swag. And they started popping up around the Renaissance, if I didn't say that already. But yeah, dude, God, I'm. This sucks because I'm like so on and ready to ramble, but it's also a mini episode, and I have class, and like I'm gonna have to leave in like 5 minutes. So yeah, I guess that'll be the end of this episode. Um, everything was a joke, obviously. This is satire. I'm playing a character right now. Chinese people do rule, though. I'll give them that one. That part wasn't a joke. Um, yeah. Oranges are my favorite citrus. What's yours? Comment down below. Um, Lemons are definitely the most beautiful citrus, though. I'll say that. But anyway, I hope if you listen to this, you had fun listening to my retarded ramblings, because I always do. I'm like the one doing it, and I'm still having fun listening to it. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys Sunday probably. We're gonna probably be doing Stonehenge, so look out for that one, I guess. I don't know, or don't. At this point, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice rest of your week. Yeah, that's all I got to say. See you on Sunday, hopefully.